From the most inappropriate Lego builds to a giant skibbity toilet recreation, these are the craziest Lego builds. Starting with a styrofoam cutter completely made out of Legos. Like, look at this. He just casually made a chess piece. This is a Lego factory. It has actual conveyors and like spinny things. I have no idea what they are called. The next builds are even crazier than this. People make Lego guns all the time. This YouTuber took it to another level. He had the idea to make a rapid firing gun. But like, look how fast this is. I do not understand how this is allowed, but it looks pretty satisfying, so I'm not complaining. When you put candy cane and catapult together, what do you get? Well, you get a candy cane catapult. That is pretty logic. And this guy made it using Legos. And the best part is, it actually works. And it can even reload. All these violent Lego builds give me inspiration. This is a Lego piano. Nothing too crazy, right? But what if you also made a Lego hand which actually plays the piano? Think no more. This YouTuber decided to make it, and it looks pretty cool. But I personally can do it better. No, okay, I can. Speaking of music instruments, this guy made a Lego build which plays the drums. And this can actually make custom songs. I mean, listen to this. This is crazy that people just can make this out of Lego. This one is kind of scary. This is a giant Lego tank. This can actually ride across gaps. But that's not a crazy thing. What do normal tanks do? Yeah, they can shoot. So that's exactly what this Lego tank can also do. Watch out, because this can actually shoot insanely accurate. I'm getting kinda scared of these Lego builds. Next up is a working Lego arcade game. And you might think, yeah, but you can't even play games on it, right? Well, you can, because in this game you have to dodge cars, and if you hit a car, you die. Just like in the real world. And keep in mind, all of this is just made using Legos. Lego, please take note. This would be a very cool set if it existed. Minecraft Lego sets are one of my favorite sets out there. But there's one problem though. They are not always accurate. Like, why is this cake circle? And like, this piston doesn't even work. That's why someone decided to make a massive working Lego piston. If this was a real set, I would immediately buy it. But I don't think it will be cheap, and I'm poor. Now, we have a pretty fun one, because this is a Lego machine, and the only thing you have to do is just flick a lever. There's nothing weird about that, right? Well, there is, because when you have flicked the lever, a hand appears and unflicks the lever over and over again. I would just get extremely mad over this thing if I had it. Picture this, you are going to your best friend's house and you ask him how late it is. And then he just pulls out this. A Lego clock. What? These builds are getting crazier with the second. Oh, you see what I did there? I said second and a clock also has second. Okay, I'm sorry. Next up, we have a pretty satisfying one. This is a Lego domino ring. But not just like a normal one. This one keeps going and going and going and going. Okay, you get the point. I would never get tired of that. This one is crazy because this is a Lego washing machine, and every Lego build in this video works, including this one, because you can wash actual clothes. But that's not the craziest part. This guy also decided to make a clothes line. He did all of that to just dry the clothes, and it is also all automated. Like, what? While normal people make their tacos themselves, this guy decided to make a fully automated Lego taco factory. The factory adds in everything needed for a taco, and it also even adds some sauce on top. However, the crazy thing is that this guy also made 15 other factories, including a pancake factory and even a pizza factory. This guy is crazy. This is a Rubik's Cube. Kind of confusing, right? Well, not anymore. This YouTuber decided to make a working Lego Rubik's Cube, and the build was so good that the official Rubik's Cube YouTube channel decided to comment on the video. If I had that, I would just secretly take off every Lego piece and then just rebuild it and pretend that I can solve a Rubik's Cube. While most people just use a regular keyboard, this man doesn't anymore. He created a working Lego mechanical keyboard. It looks good, it works, but most importantly, it makes a very good sound. Like, listen to this. That sounds amazing, right? Anyway, this build is also very scary because this can actually go through apples. Well, almost. You see, this is a card shooting Lego tank. Just like the other tank in this video, this one can also drive through some rough terrain. And it can also shoot very accurate. I think we have to start worrying about our safety here. These are Lego's worst mistakes. This Lego controller seems normal, right? Well, in reality, it is very dangerous. In 2009, an error was found in some of these controllers. The error was that the controllers heated up to the point where they got very hot. I have no idea if it burned some people, but luckily Lego noticed this bug and immediately fixed it. This is a normal brick, and this is a very special brick. You see, in the Lego factory, they use heat to shape the bricks, but this does not always go as planned. As you can see, the brick in this photo melted. The chance that this happens is very, very low. So don't worry if you see this in your collection, because this can be sold for some good money. Ka-ching! Almost all minifigures have a print on them. Some examples are like shirts, logos, or yeah, you get the point. But since Lego have made over 4 billion minifigures ever, the chance is really high that one of those minifigures does not look normal. Some of you may recognize this one. It is a space figure from the 1980s. But wait, what is this? Yeah, this is the misprinted version. If you compare these, you see the torso print is messed up. Actually, it sells for $1,200. What? Lego is very kid-friendly. That's why there are only a few violent Lego sets. If you look at a normal Lego gun, you see that it does not look realistic and it looks just really kid-friendly. But what if I told you Lego made a huge mistake with a gun that should definitely be banned? The gun I'm talking about is this gun. It is way too realistic and not kid-friendly. If your parents see this, they might stop buying you Lego. For the next one, I have to show you some really cool misprints from this video made by this YouTuber. Here you can see the familiar Pinocchio, and as you can see, his nose is in a perfect spot. But yeah, look at this Pinocchio. He was not as lucky to be made. This is the Titanic. You probably know it from the movie or from some stories about this ship. It is actually so popular that it got its own Lego set. But you know, there's only one problem though. Someone found a funny misprint. Instead of Titanic, this ship was called Titanic. Here is a weird looking Captain America. Here is an interesting face, and there is even a piece with a hole in it. And now the most expensive one on this list, Spider-Man with the wrong color body. The value of this is around $10,000. I wish I had a misprint like that. They always print mine perfectly. Everyone knows about Star Wars Lego. It is the most iconic collaboration Lego did. A lot of minifigures used in these sets are the Stormtroopers. You have a lot of different ones, but they do not always end up the same. There is a Reddit post showing how the face is not on the front where it belongs, but on the back. I have no idea how this could happen, but it is really cool to have a misprint like this. A lot of people are willing to pay lots of money to own one of these. Speaking of Stormtroopers, there are more misprints of them. This is a normal Stormtrooper helmet, with the eyes just being in the correct spot. But this is not how the eyes are supposed to be. Where is he looking at? Guys, I have no idea how, but I have found more weird looking Star Wars minifigures. How does Lego mess them up this bad? This YouTuber made a video about his whole collection, showcasing really cool Lego mistakes. Some mistakes are hard to see, like these ones, but some of them look really weird. Just look at this for example. What is this? And this one also looks pretty nice. Personally, my favorite one from this video is this guy. He looks insane. Well, what do we have here? Finally, not another minifigure. This is a very weird instruction. This piece is made out of 3 Lego studs, but this instruction tells you to place it on a 4-stud area. How? I can already imagine the kids trying to build this being very confused. Let me know if this happened to you once. And this one is quite a silly mistake. In this Ant-Man set, there is a scary massive ant, which you can ride. Well, that is what it's supposed to do. Lego accidentally made one of the legs very weak. So when you want to put something on this thing, it would just fall down because of the weight. Luckily, this got fixed very fast. Here is a good looking beard. I mean, this is a good looking beard, but not everyone has a beard like him. This poor guy, for example, got absolutely violated by Lego. A misprint of Obi-Wan from Batman is found where his beard looks a bit off. This isn't as bad as the previous ones, but it's still quite funny. I know a lot of you love animals, so that's why this all is included on the list. Nothing is off, you may think. And yeah, you're completely right, because this is the wrong image. The right image is this one. And as you can see, they messed up really bad. Poor owl. And now, for the last one, we have another instruction mistake. Here you can see that you have to put a sticker on this Lego piece. But Lego made a typo, because it is saying that you have to put sticker 1 on the piece, while in reality, the correct sticker is the second one. Come on, Lego. You thought this was the end, didn't you? Because I just hit 1,000 subscribers thanks to you guys, I have a little gift. A bonus mistake. Okay, I'm sorry. This one is really inappropriate. It is a minifigure with, watermelon. I am not 100% sure Lego made this, but I hope this wasn't made on purpose. Today, we are showing you 12 different memes in Lego, starting with the Grimace Shake meme. And this Lego build looks very similar to the actual meme. They even decided to make a very cool and scary Grimace character. If I had to rate this recreation, I'd give it a 7 out of 10. Moving on to the most popular meme at the moment, Skibidi Toilet. What even is this meme? I do not understand this. But there have been a lot of different Lego creations made from this meme, and people have also created every single character, and some of them are actually huge and look very epic. I'll rate it a 8 out of 10. This meme we have now is a classic meme, which is the coffin dance meme. Okay, I'm sorry, sir. Okay, anyway, here it is made with Legos, and it is even an animation. But yeah, it's definitely not good at all. I'm sorry. 5 out of 10. Next up, we have one of the better Lego creations, and it is Walter White. And this meme is a very cool Lego recreation. They really made sure that it was very realistic. But you know, here's just a quick part of the animation.
Jesse, we have been transformed into Lego minifigures.
Yeah, I can see that, Mr. White.
How did this happen? I bet Gus is behind it.
It is definitely a 9 out of 10. This is The Rock. Oh, no, not that. This Rock. And he has been memed a lot, especially with his weird faces. I mean, what is he even doing here? Well, anyway, as you can expect, there is a Lego version. Okay, I do not know why, but this one is actually very good. And The Rock's head is already shaped like a Lego brick, so that was easy to do. 8.41224 out of 10. The Barbenheimer meme is a meme about the 2 movies that got released during summer. So someone decided to recreate it, but in Lego. And it's actually pretty good. 7.8 out of 10. If you spend any time watching TikTok, shorts or whatever, you know this song. And of course, it's the Sigma male song. This meme mainly is about the face, so it's very easy to recreate in Lego, right? Yep, that's true. So here it is, and personally, I don't think it's that good. So 7.31 out of 10. Everyone has heard the name Quandale Dingle once. Even though it's quite an old meme, there are a lot of people who are still glazing over him. In this short movie, you see this Quandale guy doing not normal stuff. Why would anyone take the time to make this? Oh, I'll still just rate it a 7 out of 10. Now we have the one and only legend IShowSpeed. He got some of his popularity by doing very normal stuff, like barking and okay, I do not have to explain what he did. He is also known for his intelligent interactions between him and his friend Ben. One of his clips was remade using Lego.
Do you love God?
Oh, this meme is a classic. 8.1 out of 10. When your ringtone goes off and you wonder who called you, you always think like of your mom or dad. But what would you do if a mysterious pig named John Pork called you? I would probably decline it. But you are never safe, since he can transform into a Lego pig and also call you. The person who made this had too much free time. 5 out of 10. 1, 2, buckle my... Okay, sorry. You might live under a rock if you haven't heard of the buckle my shoe meme. It is made by this guy, and somehow he even did a collab with Mr. Beast. But if this wasn't already good enough, someone made this meme into a Lego. Even though the shoes in the Lego animation aren't as good, the animation itself is okay. 6.5 out of 10. Now for the next meme we have this guy. Who even knows him? He probably has like 3 subscribers. But someone named Skitsy made a Mr. Beast rap battle. And the meme happened when he had to introduce himself and... Okay, you know what? I'll stop explaining this meme since you probably already know it. In Lego style, this meme goes like this. I do miss the red circle around his face, but besides that, it is really well made. These are Lego illusions that will blow your mind. Starting with a really creepy illusion, because this is a Lego dragon. Nothing weird, right? Wrong, because this Lego dragon keeps looking at you no matter where you are. What does he want from me, man? This next one messes with my mind. You see, stairs can't keep going infinitely, right? You either go up or you can go down. However, this is the Penrose stairs, and someone just decided to recreate this in Lego. When you look at this build, you see that you can go up, but then when you reach the end, you are down again, and you then go up? I just don't understand this. These are luckily just normal stairs with one person on top, and one person is just on the bottom. Well, that's not actually the case, because this build is completely flat. Yep, literally just 0 elevation. However, if you film it at the right angle, it just looks like 3D. It's kind of crazy. Moving on to this normal looking picture made out of Lego. And you might be thinking, wait, why? Why is this on the list? Well, if we take a look from the other side, it is completely different. Since, yeah, this picture can actually change based on the angle you look at it from. Just like this. That's insane. Okay, this one I just still do not understand. Because this seems like it is just a build which goes up, just like a pyramid, you know, but actually it doesn't go up. Yeah, I know, it's really weird, but look at this. It is completely flat. There's nothing to see here, and you know, it seems like it just works by placing these small bricks on very specific places, so then it just tricks your eyes. But yeah, I'm stupid. I wish they could just make an illusion to make me look more handsome. Anyway, moving on to just a really simple build, just spelling the word yes. There's nothing weird about it, right? Well, what if I told you that it actually also spelled out the word no? Because if you just slightly turn this build, it shows the word no. Yeah, very epic. Okay, I do not know why, but this build just completely ruined my brain. Because this is the impossible hexagon. But when you look at it from another angle, you go like... I do not understand why. I think after this video my brain must be gone, because this is getting crazier as we go on. This next build's concept is around 200 years old. It is even older than my grandma. The thing I'm talking about is a Zoetro. A Zoetro. What is this? You know, after you hear that name, you probably still have no clue what I'm saying. So here is the Lego build. And this build makes it seem like you're watching a video or something. But the thing is, you aren't. Yeah, I do not know anymore, man. Imagine you are having a sleepover with your friend and he says to you, let's go to bed. And then you just follow him upstairs into his room. Dude, that's kind of suspicious though. However, what if you come into his room and you see this bed? I mean, you probably never want to see him again, right? Since it is completely impossible. I mean... how did he do this? I can't even think of a single way this could have been created. We all know those impossible triangles every YouTuber makes, but that is so boring because they are all just small. Like, look at these tiny little triangle things. So someone just decided to create a impossible triangle, but like 10 times bigger. Yeah, and this also explains that like bigger is always better. Okay, I'm kidding. How does this work though? Because it makes no sense. This build looks like some random stuff mashed together. There is nothing to make of this, right? Well, it is actually a bike. Yeah, a bike. But how did this guy actually do it? Since, yeah, if he placed one single brick wrong, it would just not look like a bike anymore. Anyway, moving on to a Greek building. But not just a normal one. Since, yeah, otherwise it would not be in this video. Duh. It is a Greek building with a lot of different illusions, because this is linked up with this, but it isn't on the right place, and this as well. Yo, I do not even know what I'm saying anymore. Just everything doesn't make sense here. Bruh. This YouTuber called Brick Science has also made some optical illusions, and one of them is this cube. It looks like this tiny brick is upside down, but the rest isn't, which makes it impossible. Next up, we have another build from Brick Science. However, this time it is a build he calls the snake. Well, anyway, this build is just a couple rectangles meshed together. However, it doesn't make any sense, because how are these connected? I mean, my brain can again just not handle it. There are a lot of different Lego castles. You have big ones, beautiful ones, ugly ones, ancient... Wait, what did I see there? Huh? How does this bridge connect these two towers while one of them is there and the other one is here? Yo, what? Well, luckily the person who made this also showed the way he did it. And it is quite simple. I think you can do this at home as well. Also, there is one more secret hidden in this illusion, so you can scroll back and try to find it. It's pretty easy. You probably all know TD Bricks, right? If not, he is basically the most famous Lego YouTuber. And in one of his videos, he made a couple illusions. I am going to show you guys two of them. And the first being this door, where if you open it, it seems like you are going through the door to another world. And he did this by building the thing which he wanted to show behind the door. And then after that, he just had to get the right angle, and then boom, this one's really cool. Here's the second TD Bricks illusion. You might be thinking, wait, what? Why is that stud rolling up and not the other way around? Well, he used a simple little trick called rotating the room, so he could make it seem like it was rolling up, but actually it's just rolling down. What the hell is this? Now we have just a simple doorway, which isn't exactly normal, because these two pillars aren't on the same row. However, they still link. What? Well, this one is very simple, since it is just a pillar with a big block on it. And there is another pillar behind it. So if you get the right angle, it looks like it's impossible. But it actually is really simple. This is a really fun and good build to throw your friends with. I mean, what do I even say about this one? This is just insane. Because when you look at this build, it seems like these guys are standing above them. However, it also seems like these guys are standing on the ground, making this just completely impossible to make. Like, how did he even do this? Well, luckily he posted a behind the scenes picture, which actually shows how it was made. But I still do not understand it at all, since it's insane. For this next build, I have no idea how they did it, because as you can see, there are two people just sitting there. But one of them is sitting there on the red part. However, that is also the wall behind the other one. Like, what? If any one of you guys know how this is made, please just put it in the comments and I will pin you. Now we have another triangle. Yeah, I know, really boring. But this one is more special because it is even weirder than the other one. Since, yeah, this one is even more confusing. These blocks at the top are like bigger and, yeah, I have no idea. From a giant working Lego Bugatti to the most expensive Lego brick ever. These are 19 Lego world records. The Lego Hogwarts castle is the second biggest Lego set. However, someone decided to make the Lego Hogwarts castle, but with 1 million Lego bricks. How do you have that much time? And you might not even realize how big this actually is. So here's the guy who made it next to the build. And it's almost like 2 times as tall as him. I have a question for you. How much money have you ever spent on a single Lego brick? Maybe $1, $5, or $10. But you might have already guessed it, the world record isn't even close to that. Because in 2012, this 2 2x4 fully golden Lego brick was sold for $12,500 at an auction in Switzerland. Why would anyone make this? The Lego train is probably one of my favorite sets. You can make the train track as long as you want, and you can build entire cities around the train track, at least if you can afford that. But how long have people made a train track? Well, the answer is 4,000 meters and 25 centimeters. That is over 4 kilometers or around 2.5 miles. Yo, that's crazy. I can't even walk that long. If you are a Lego collector, you probably have a lot of different minifigures. Maybe like 100, I'd say. However, you are probably not even close to Fabio Bertini. This guy has 3,310 minifigures. Yo, that's crazy, man. And some even date back to the 1970s. I didn't even knew Lego existed then. Next, we have a pretty specific record, because this guy decided to make his own record. And it is the fastest time to stack 20 Lego bricks in a right angle pattern tower with one hand. Yo, I have no idea what I just said and what that record even is, but it sounds impressive. Anyway, he managed to do it in 19 seconds and 75 milliseconds. Congratulations with your interesting record. The Millennium Falcon is the biggest official Lego set to have ever existed, and it takes an insanely long time to build it, even multiple days. But then you have this guy who spent 16 hours and 10 minutes straight building it, getting him the world record. However, that's not the crazy part, since when he completed the build, he found one piece which he forgot to place. So yeah, his record got denied. If that happened to me, I would have cried for days. If you have the Millennium Falcon, please let me know how long it took you to build it. Personally, I have about 80 Lego sets, and that might seem like a lot. However, Frank Smoose has the world's largest collection of Lego sets, which is 3,837 sets. I can't even count that high. An average male is about 175 centimeters, and if you multiply that with 20, you get around 35 meters, which is the world records of the tallest structure built with Legos. And 18,000 people participated to make this. My own town is even smaller than that much people. Every year on the 1st of July, Canadians celebrate Canada Day. And in 2018, the Legoland Discovery Center in Toronto thought of a great idea to celebrate it. And they did that by making the world's biggest Lego brick flag. And this is around 3.5 by 6.5 meters. And here's that in feet. However, I have one issue with the record, and that is that they made the flag before Canada Day and not on the day itself. Come on, man. If you are scared of heights, you might want to skip this one, since on 22 October 2017, Tomas Kasparik, I don't know, but he decided to make the world's largest Lego brick Ferris wheel, and it is 3.5 meters high. Oh wait, that isn't even high. Nobody is scared of 3 meters, I hope. Watch out, because you might get lost in this record, because this is the largest Lego maze. Okay, sorry, that was a really bad joke. Anyway, this is the maze, and it was made by York Maze for the 90th birthday of Lego. But that information doesn't really matter, because how big is it? Well, it is 15 acres big, which might not sound much, but it is more than 60,000 square meters. So good luck solving this maze. Lego Star Wars is one of the most popular categories from Lego. You probably own a set too. In 2019, the Lego group decided to make the largest display of Lego minifigures, which was 36,440. And the display was around 7 by 7 meters. The shortest roller coaster in the world is 26 meters in length. That is the exact length of the longest wooden Lego roller coaster. And this build took 800 hours to be made. And the coolest thing about this record is that there is a video, which makes it look like that you are riding in the roller coaster. This record is probably the craziest record I have ever seen. And it is the largest structure made only using Legos. And it is a 13-meter high recreation of the Tower Bridge. This took almost almost 6 million Lego bricks to build, which is more than 10 times the previous record. And if you aren't convinced that this is crazy, well, here are 2 massive Land Rovers being driven over this structure. And you know what? It still stands. Insane. This is the world's largest caravan, which is a complete 101 recreation of a camper, dating back to 1973, making this build around 4.5 meters long. It also includes a stove, a bed, a pen with eggs and more. And of course you need to test the bed. So what he did is he locked himself up in the caravan, so he needed to sleep on the Lego bed. That must have hurt. Most people can't solve a simple Rubik's Cube just like me, or they just need 24 gazillion years to solve it. However, there's a Lego machine which can solve a 9x9 Rubik's Cube in 35 minutes. A Lego machine, who would have thought of that? Now you guys have no excuse for not solving a simple little Rubik's Cube. Anyway, here's the longest Lego bridge to have ever been made. And it is longer than this bridge, this bridge, this bridge. Okay, you get the point. It took over 3 months to build by actual real engineers, which is kinda crazy. And here it is. It is 34 meters long, which is around 20 humans next to each other. But I don't recommend driving over 20 humans. The Bugatti Chiron is probably one of my favorite supercars, and it is about $3 million. Pretty cheap in my opinion. But how can you get it cheaper? You already guessed it, by making it from Legos. So that's exactly what these people did. And while doing this, they broke the world records of the biggest drivable car. Because yeah, you can actually drive in it on the road for around 20 kilometers or 12 miles an hour, which is just as fast as a bike. Pretty epic. Walking on Lego is a pain. I wouldn't even wish that upon my worst enemy. But some people just try to push themselves to the limits, or they're just stupid. So they decided to get the world record for the furthest barefoot walk on Legos. And remember, they did this out of free will. And the record is around 9 kilometers or 5.5 miles. And even crazier are the feet at the end of the record, because they are so messed up that we can't even show them on YouTube without getting taken down. I mean, why would you even do this? People are crazy. If you have ever stepped on a Lego brick, subscribe.